Hi everyone, it's Ardith. Thanks for stopping by. Today I have a card that I made for the Splitcoaststampers Featured Stamper Challenge using some new products from Picket Fence Studios. I actually made 3 cards using this rose stamp, using 3 different coloring techniques. I'll show you how I made the one using the life-changing blender brushes from Picket Fence, and then I'll let you decide which of the 3 you like best. I started with a panel of white cardstock and this rose bouquet stamp set. I love that big floral image, lots of opportunity for trying different coloring techniques. I put it on the door of my mini Misty and I stamped it with WOW embossing ink after using my anti-static pouch. I pulled out my WOW bright white opaque embossing powder and I poured it over before heating it with my heat gun until it was melted and shiny. Next, I got out these new life-changing ink blender brushes. They come in this pack and there are all sorts of shapes and sizes. You can also get smaller packs that contain fewer brushes that work well together. The bristles are synthetic and very dense and soft, so it's easy to get a good blend. I grabbed the ones I thought I would use for this card and pulled out the Catherine Pooler inks I wanted to use for the first rose. I started with a larger brush and the lightest ink over the whole rose, and then I went smaller and darker as I worked my way into the center of the flower. At this point I was using a very light hand because I wasn't sure how the brushes would hold ink or how much they would put down. To clean the brush before I moved on to yellow, I just rubbed it on a towel until no more ink came off. You can use scrap paper or a paper towel instead of a towel, and it works just as well. Next was the yellow rose with an orangey center. For the third rose, I wanted a kind of coral color, so I mixed some orange and coral and yellow together. When I got to the leaves, I grabbed Lime Ricky and went over them all, leaving a bit of a light halo around each leaf. You can tell by this time I was moving more quickly and with a heavier hand to get the ink down faster. I used spruce ink to add some depth to the leaves, and I ended up with a couple of dark spots because of my impatience, but overall I don't think anyone would have noticed. Once I had finished the leaves, I went back over the roses with more ink to intensify the colors and really make them pop. Finally, I got out my distress sprayer and I spritzed some water over everything and lifted it up with a paper towel. These inks react really well with water, and this adds lots of texture and interest. To finish the card, I stamped a sentiment from Forever and Ever, and then I trimmed the panel down and put it on a black card base. I added some sparkling clear confetti from Pretty Pink Posh for sparkle, and that's it. For the next card, I did some no-line coloring with my Faber-Castell Polychromos pencil crayons. I stamped the rose with antique linen distress ink. I'm still practicing this technique and it takes a long time for me, but one of these days I'll feel comfortable enough to do a video. For the third card, I did some loose watercoloring. I stamped the roses with black ink and then spritzed the panel with water before laying in Catherine Pooler inks. All 3 cards were finished the same way, but each has a unique look. It's fun to try different techniques and then compare and contrast the results. I hope you enjoyed this video. Shopping links are below and on my blog. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.